Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition is more or less an enhanced port of the original 2011 version. Our story follows the exploits of ex-Confederation soldiers who abandoned the company after finding out their orders got thousands of innocents killed under the direction of General Serrano. You, Grayson Hunt, lead your men on a suicide strike through Serrano's ship in space, crash-landing everyone into Stygia, a planet once touted as a vacation spot but now lay in ruin with psychotic mutants running amok. In this chaos, everyone on Hunt's team dies except for Ishii, who was hastily stitched up using robot parts and is now fighting a takeover from the AI implanted in his body. It's a somewhat basic plot for revenge with dialogue that is aggressively over the top, can be funny, but for the most part either falls flat or is offensive. It tries too hard to be quirky, let's say, but it does have its moments. Bad jokes aside, the gameplay is where this game really shines in its crass tone. It's a first-person shooter second, and an over-the-top mayhem simulator first, almost akin to the combo-heavy action of Devil May Cry. Early on, Hunt discovers a dead soldier with a special gauntlet, and AI that keeps track of performance on the battlefield. Basically, the more insane stunts you pull, the higher your points will rack up, allowing you to buy upgrades for your guns along with ammo. These upgrades are fairly basic though, as they only increase the ammo capacity and unlock a secondary firing feature. Your basic assault rifle can fire a liquid hot bullet that will disintegrate enemies, for example. While the uses for your points are simple, the execution of how you acquire them is what makes the game rad. Everything you do will net you points in the environment, from kicking enemy into spikes, exploding a barrel by them, or simply shooting them to death. The more intricate you get, the higher your points accumulate. For example, you could wrangle an enemy towards you with your leash, place a bomb on him, then kick him back to his buddies and explode the bomb. Experimenting is a blast, pun intended, and almost necessary as enemies are bullet sponges even on the easiest difficulty, so the more creative you are, the faster battles will go. It gets monotonous, especially toward the end where waves of enemies are almost nauseating, but the game is fairly short with sprinkled in set pieces to give you a break from the mayhem, including escaping a rampaging wheel aboard a train to controlling a Godzilla-esque monster to do your bidding. Visually, the game didn't look much better to me, which isn't to say it looks bad. All the ugliness of the Unreal Engine is present, but the colorful environments of Stygia are amazing to behold. Looks aside, everything controls great, and I didn't experience a single glitch aside from the weird lip-syncing issues and bizarre ragdoll physics. There is a Horde Mode for multiplayer akin to Gears of War, which I didn't like in the original version, and I can't say anything about now, as prior to launch I couldn't seem to connect with anyone. There is also an Echo Mode, which is like a score rush you can challenge friends to. The big bonus, which interested me the most, was Duke Nukem replacing Hunt as the main character, but it's a slapped-on addition. Cutscenes still refer to him as Hunt or Grayson, and Duke's lines are almost word for word the same, except for when you're actually playing the game. I don't really like him that much to begin with, so his "Hail to the King, baby" lines didn't really appeal to me. Now, I remember enjoying Bulletstorm when it first came out, but after replaying it now, I realized I didn't retain anything in my memory aside from the spastic action. While the story lacks punch aside from a few classic jokes, the intense adrenaline rush of the campaign is well worth revisiting again in this deluge of open world games. The Duke Nukem inclusion is poor, but that blemish aside, it's still a hell of a lot of fun to play, especially if you missed it the first time around.
You shitpaws give chase, I will kill your dicks!
What? What does that even mean? You're gonna kill my dick? Well, I'll kill your dick! How about that, huh?
Did you know that was a ReActionExaminer video? If you liked it, you should subscribe to me to keep up with everything that I'm doing. Also, if you have some other interests, like sex for example, check out Tomups, which is a comedy sex podcast thing wherein my best friend and I check out the weird and abnormal and the erotic. And of course, you should support me on Patreon because, hey, I want to make the channel better and I want your help to do so. Plus, if you want to check out my writing, check out Game Jerk, where I have archives and new stuff for all projects, okay? You can find all the stuff and more in the description with the links below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.